guys, my name is Lucia and today I'm going to be showing you my makeup and beauty empties for the month of March. I say that because it's March, but I don't think I've used up anything from this bag in March. This is just stuff that I collect and then I like to show you guys. I will start with some makeup products. If you've watched the couple past videos on my channel, you will probably have already seen this in one of them, but this is the Fenty Beauty foundation, the Pro Filter foundation in the shade 150, and I finally used this up. It stopped being able to pump out product maybe about a week before I used it up, but I took the cap off and I was really scraping the sides. There's probably like the tiniest bit left in this, but I really scraped this product out and it's done. I have owned this product since November of 2017 and it is the only foundation I have purchased in that time frame. So this was the only foundation I owned for over a year. This was the foundation that started it all for me and got me into foundation. I really love this, but with the right primer. I used up the Becca First Light priming filter in January, and that with the oil plus this looked really good, but without that primer, this is too dry. And that's something that I wanted to touch on, is that I don't want a matte foundation necessarily. I really like the way this looks, but in general, I have really dry skin, so I did not repurchase this. If you watched my no-buy update, I will link that down below. You will know I purchased the Physicians Formula Healthy Boost foundation. I am wearing that today. Something else that I found about this product was the shade wasn't right. It was the slightest bit too dark, which no one ever noticed. No one ever said anything to me. I would ask my friends all the time, does this look too dark? And they would say no, but I noticed. And the Healthy Boost, as of right now at least, is the correct foundation for me completely. This doesn't have a perfect shade for me, so this is still a foundation that I really enjoy, but I'm not going to be repurchasing it right now. I actually have a declutter, which I don't think I have had in a while, and this does make me really sad. This is the Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. I just talked about this in my no-buy update about how I was excited to pair it with the Physicians Formula foundation, and I just don't like this. I think it might break me out. I remember the last time I tried this a couple months ago, I had these little bumps on my forehead and I couldn't tell if it was from this, but that happened again and they weren't really pimples, and when I took my foundation off, you couldn't exactly see them, but when my foundation was on, you could see these tiny bumps on my forehead, and it was just kind of strange. Other than that, I also just don't really enjoy this. It is supposed to be a radiance primer, but I don't really find it to be that dewy or that moisturizing. It seems to kind of still suck the life out of my skin, and it feels a bit like I'm just putting some glowy stuff on top of my skin, but it doesn't really shine through the foundation. I just don't want to use this anymore, and this is my only primer, and in my no-buy, I have the rule that once I'm done with something or something is out of my collection in a certain category, if I only have one of, I can get another one, and this counts for that. If I'm decluttering something, that counts, because I never force myself to use products I don't like. So I think I'd rather get a primer, probably the Becca primer that I know I enjoy. I'm not really sure what to do with this. It was sent to me for PR, so I can't sell it or really donate it. I'm gonna try to find a friend who will enjoy it, but I don't want it in my collection any longer. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the original tube. I will show you the wand. This is supposedly a dupe for the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, which is my favorite mascara, and I wanted to buy this again and test it out and see if it was a dupe, and I think it's a dupe, but I don't think it's as good. I definitely really did enjoy this, and while I was using it, I was like, wow, I forgot how much I liked this, because I had tried this in the past, but it was with a different style wand. It was with the bendy wand, and I didn't like that so much, but this worked really well for me. However, when I went back to the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes after this, I was like, oh yeah, the Tarte one is way better. So that's kind of my take. I do think this is a dupe. If you like the Tarte one, but it's too expensive, you can buy this. I probably will repurchase this at some point if I don't want to spend the money on the Tarte one. It's good. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's good. This is the Tarte Maneater mascara. This was a deluxe size sample that I got from an Ulta order, and the wand on this is really interesting. It's fat and has these tiny little bristles. I really liked this mascara. It did dry up very quickly, but considering how big the wand is and how small the bottle is, there probably wasn't all that much product in here. I think it's the same amount as the Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes, and I don't think I would buy this. Actually, I know for a fact I wouldn't buy this over the Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes, but I did enjoy this. While the Tarte one and the L'Oreal one is more voluminous, this was more lengthening, and I definitely found that I could separate my lashes. It dried really fast, so I usually work with a little spoolie brush as I'm doing my mascara, and you have to work fast, because if you put it on in a clumpy way, and then you wait a second, it's done, and you kind of can't get that clump away. So sometimes I did find myself getting frustrated. There were a couple times when I like started sweating because I was like, oh my god, my mascara is getting messed up. That sounds so ridiculous to say, but overall I did enjoy this. I just wouldn't repurchase it over mascaras I like more. This is the Lash 360 Fiber Fusion from Natural Glam 360. This is one of those pyramid effect brands. Someone that I know works for them and they gave me some of these, and this is maybe the worst product I've ever tried in my entire life. So this is supposed to be a fiber for your lashes. You put it on your lashes before you put on mascara, and it's supposed to lengthen them, but when you open it, it's not like a mascara brush, it's just like a normal brush, but it has all these little fibers. They look like tiny hairs. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. They are going all over the place, and I didn't think that anything was going to happen really bad when I put this on, because you're supposed to put it on before your mascara, and for me that's one of the last steps in my makeup routine. But when I went to put this on my eyelashes, it just fell all over my face. It's not suspended within something that would be gooey. Do you know what I mean? Like mascara is gooey, and this isn't. It's just the fibers. So I could move these fibers around in the bottle. Like you could actually see that they're just a bunch of fibers there, and it so did not work. I couldn't believe it. I was furiously like rubbing a brush down my whole face because there were just little fibers on my whole face, and I never used this again. It was terrible. Goodbye. Next I have some makeup wipes. These are in every single Empties video, so I'm not going to talk about them too long. These are the e.l.f. Makeup Removing Cleansing Cloths. I have 3 because, like I said, I've been collecting these Empties for a couple of months. I use these to wipe away fallout after I do my eyeshadow. They're good. I don't use them for actual makeup removing, just fallout. I really like them. They're really cheap. Moving on. These are the Premium Cotton Ovals from the Up and Up brand, which I think is just like either the CVS or the Rite Aid brand or something, but they are these oval cotton rounds that I use to remove my makeup, and I use it with the Neutrogena eye makeup remover. I use that for all over my face, not just eye makeup removing, and it works really well. That's how I've been removing my makeup for years now, and I really like that system. Tons of people ask me, what is my hair routine? Here it is, everybody. This is the Herbal Essence Totally Twisted Curl Boosting Mousse in the 3 Stronghold. I've used 3 and 2, it doesn't really matter, but what I do with this is I brush my hair right after I get out of the shower. I part it, I split it down the middle, I put a handful of this in my hand, I split it between my 2 hands, I run one hand through each side of my hair, and then I curl my curls like coiled on my finger into the curls that I want them to form, and then afterwards I scrunch my hair, and that's it. And that just really helps my curls to stay in place and stay coiled. A lot of people will ask me, oh, so your hair isn't naturally curly, you use product? And let me tell you, if your hair is straight and you try to do this, nothing's happening. Like, yes, my hair is naturally curly. It just like cracks me up when people say that. But yeah, I like this. It's a couple dollars. I don't think it's changing my life. I don't think I'm passionate that this is the best mousse that has ever walked the earth. Like, I'm sure there are much more expensive mousses. Wow, okay. I'm sure there are much more expensive ones that do all these fancy things, but I like this. It works well for me, and so I continue to use it. Speaking of hair, this is the Tresemme Luxurious Moisture Conditioner, which apparently my friend Melissa told me I should absolutely not be using. Apparently the Tresemme shampoo and conditioner have stuff that is bad for your hair. So I have one shampoo and conditioner left in this, and then I'm going to start using the products that are better for your hair that my friend told me about. I will let you guys know what they are. I really don't know anything about this, but I trust her. She knows a lot about hair, so I guess I wouldn't recommend this. I've been using this for years, but apparently it's bad for me. I don't really know, but I want to do what's best for my hair, so I will start to use other products. This is the Never Grow Up Vitamin B and C Perfectly Posh Face Serum. This was sent to me about a year ago now. I used the whole thing up, and it was a serum, so I would put it on before my moisturizer, and I didn't notice a difference. I really don't notice a difference when it comes to stuff like this. I have been sent a various amount of serums and toners, and I use them because I believe that they are good for my skin and I want to do what's best for my skin, but I don't see anything. For me, the only thing that makes me feel like my skin is different is my moisturizer, that I have found my like holy grail moisturizer that actually works for my intense dry skin. But stuff like this, it's not something that I would purchase on my own unless I found something that really changed the game for me, but it was fine. I had no problem using it up. It wasn't harming me. It just didn't make a difference that I could see. Really quick, it is me from the future. I wanted to give an Octoly review. This is the Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love in the shade Mauve. This is one of the cool toned shades in their new lipstick line. This was sent to me from Becca Cosmetics through the Octoly website. This is what it looks like. I will give you a swatch. This is a really comfortable formula. It is not matte. It is like a satin finish with a bit of a sheen, but I don't find that it slips and slides everywhere. I kind of expected this to look a bit different on me. I know it is cool toned, but I think for some reason I thought it would be more rosy. It is not. I'm not wearing it today, but this is a swatch, and I do really enjoy it. It is something I have to pair with very specific cool tone looks, but I do like the shade. If I could go back, I would probably get a more mauvey rose tone shade, but it is something that is very unique to my collection. I don't think you need to run out and buy these. They are $24, but if you see a shade that catches your attention, you've been lusting after it for a while, and you don't own that many lipsticks, it is definitely something comfortable, and it is something that I don't think you will regret. That being said, you don't need it, you don't need anything, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's it, everybody. Those were my empties. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!